You breathe out. The air doesn't just fog. It freezes solid, falls to the ground as snow crystals, makes a sound like breaking glass when it hits. Your own breath becomes snow before your eyes. This is Verkhoyansk, eastern Siberia, 81 degrees below zero. So cold that a cup of tea thrown in the air turns to ice before it lands. So cold that touching metal tears skin like paper. So cold that an unprotected human dies in 4 minutes. Northern Siberia, 2,000 years ago. Winter darkness 20 hours per day. Wolves hunting in packs of 30. But here, in this deadly cold, entire communities survived. Families raised 5, 6 children. Elders reached 70 years. Generation after generation, for 100 consecutive cycles. How? Let's spend one complete winter day with them. Yakov wakes before dawn. Absolute darkness still. First thing, checks the fire. Still burning. Good, the fire has been alive for 8 months without stopping. Goes out. The family dies. Simple as that. The shelter is half underground, 3 meters deep. Not an igloo. Permanent structure. Walls of stacked logs covered with earth and moss. Roof of birch bark under 1 meter of packed snow. Inside temperature, -5 degrees. Outside, -81. The earth insulates 76 degrees of difference. Fire in the center. Stone hearth. Burns larch wood mixed with animal fat. Larch because it has resin. Burns hotter, longer. 1 log lasts 6 hours. Family needs 4 logs per day in deep winter. That's 120 logs per month, 720 for the winter. Yakov spent all summer cutting and stacking 1,400 logs. Used half already. He adds 1 log now, carefully. Blows on embers. Small flames appear. Doesn't put the big log yet. Would smother the fire. Waits 5 minutes. Flames stronger. Now adds the log. Fire catches. Good for 6 more hours. His wife Vera wakes up. Checks the children. 3 kids sleeping together under caribou hides. Body heat shared. Smart. A child sleeping alone loses heat too fast. Wakes up cold. Cries. Wastes energy. Together they maintain 32 degrees under the hides, even when the shelter drops to -10 at night. Water now. Can't go 1 day without water. Yakov grabs a leather bag from the corner, full of snow packed yesterday. Hangs it near the fire. Not over. Over the fire it melts too fast. Wastes heat. Near the fire it takes 2 hours, but uses less fuel. While waiting, dried fish for breakfast. Hung from the ceiling, frozen solid. He breaks a piece with a stone hammer. It shatters like wood. Holds it near his mouth. Body heat softens it enough to chew. Takes 10 minutes eating 1 piece. Tastes like nothing. All flavor lost in the drying. Each piece is 150 grams, 400 calories. He needs 6 pieces per day just for body temperature. Vera needs 4. 3 children share 6. 15 pieces total. 4 kilograms of dried fish daily. 120 kilograms per month. 720 kilograms for 6 months of deep winter. That's why they fish all summer. Non-stop. Water melted. Yakov pours it in a wooden bowl. Drinks. Tastes of smoke and leather, but it's water. Each person drinks 1 liter per day minimum. Family of 5 needs 5 liters. That's 7 kilograms of snow to melt every day, because snow is mostly air. 7 kilograms every single day for 6 months. Now he needs to dress to go out. Check the traps. Not optional. Traps are life. Inside the shelter he wears 1 layer, caribou hide with fur inside. Going out, adds 4 more layers. Second layer, Arctic fox fur. Silver white, traps heat close to skin. Third layer, wolf fur, longer hairs, creates airspace. Fourth layer, bear fur on the torso only, heaviest windproof. Fifth layer on legs, caribou again but with fur outside this time. Boots, a triple layer, inner rabbit fur. Middle layer dried grass for insulation. Outer layer sealskin because it doesn't freeze stiff. Hands are the problem. Mittens, not gloves. Gloves separate fingers. Each finger loses heat alone. Mittens keep fingers together. Shared warmth. 2 layers, inner rabbit fur, outer wolverine fur. Wolverine is magic. Frost doesn't stick to it. Breath moisture doesn't freeze on it. A wolverine mitten can last 10 winters. A rabbit mitten alone. Hands freeze in 15 minutes. Face covering. Wolf fur mask with eye holes. Nose and mouth completely covered. Breath goes through the fur. Moisture freezes in the fur, not in the lungs. Without this, breathing at -81 burns lungs from inside. Fluid fills the lungs, drowning in your own blood in 2 hours. Dressed now, looks like a walking furball. 40 kilograms of clothing, can barely move arms, but alive. Opens the entrance, tunnel going up 3 meters to surface. Crawls up, pushes through the snow door. Outside, darkness, endless white darkness. The cold hits like a physical wall. Face stings even through the mask. Air so cold it has weight, presses on the chest. First breath hurts, second breath hurts less. Body adjusting. Never adjusts completely, just learns to endure. Sky is clear, stars everywhere, no moon yet. Can see enough. Snow reflects starlight, makes everything blue-white and sharp. Temperature, 81 degrees below zero. Windless, thank ancestors. Wind would make it -100 with wind chill. Impossible to survive. Yakov walks to the trap line, 200 meters north. Walks slowly, each step planned. Rush, you sweat. Sweat freezes. Ice against skin. Frostbite in minutes. Slow and steady. No sweat. Stay dry. Stay alive. First trap, empty. Second trap, empty. Third trap, yes, Arctic hare. Frozen solid already. Died maybe 2 hours ago. He pulls it out, puts it in the shoulder bag, keeps looking. Fourth trap, another hare. Fifth trap, empty. Sixth trap, broken. Something big pulled on it, broke the mechanism. Wolf, maybe, or wolverine. Needs to fix it, but not now. Too cold to stop and work with bare hands. Seventh trap, ptarmigan bird. White feathers, good. Eighth trap, empty. Ninth trap, empty. 10th trap, ermine. Small weasel, very good. The fur is valuable for trading. 11 traps total. 3 catches, not bad, not great. Enough for today. Turns to go back, then hears it. Low growl, multiple sources. Wolves. Yakov freezes, doesn't run. Running triggers chase instinct. Looks around slowly. 4 wolves. No, 5. In a semicircle 30 meters away. Not attacking, just watching. Assessing. Are you food or are you dangerous? He reaches for the spear on his back. Moves slowly. Grips it firm. Doesn't point it at them. Not yet. Just holds it ready. Makes himself bigger. Raises the spear high. Shouts. Deep loud sound. The wolves stop. Ears back. Considering. One wolf steps forward. Testing. Big male. Pack leader probably. Yakov doesn't back away. Steps forward instead. Shouts again. Bangs the spear on the ground. The sound echoes in the cold air. The wolf stops. Looks at the others. Yakov steps forward again. Aggressive. You're not food. I'm dangerous. Go away. The pack leader turns. Trots away. The others follow. Gone in seconds. White shapes disappearing into white landscape. Yakov waits. Watches. Makes sure they're really gone. Then walks back. Faster now. No more traps to check. Back at the shelter. Climbs down. Closes the entrance. Safe. Warmer air hits his face. Feels like fire even though it's still -5. Takes off the outer layers. Hangs them to dry any moisture. Ice crystals fall from the fur. Tinkling sound. Vera has kept the fire strong. Good wife. He shows her the catch. 2 hares. 1 ptarmigan, 1 ermine. She nods. Satisfied. Starts processing immediately. Can't wait. Meat freezes too hard if you wait. Hares first. She cuts the belly open with a stone blade. Sharp obsidian. Removes the guts. Throws them in a leather bucket. Will use them later. Skins the hare in 3 minutes. Practiced hands. The skin goes on the drying rack. Will be soft leather in 2 weeks. The meat goes on the cutting stone. Cuts the hare into pieces. Legs, back, ribs. Some pieces she hangs to freeze. Will be food for later. Some pieces she puts in the stone pot over the fire. Will be soup for lunch. Nothing wasted. The bones will be cracked for marrow. The skull will be boiled for broth. The feet will be dried and ground into powder for thickening stews. Ptarmigan is easier, smaller. Plucks the feathers, saves them in a leather pouch. Feathers are insulation. Will stuff a new sleeping mat. Cuts the bird, adds it to the soup pot. The ermine she skins very carefully. The fur is delicate, valuable. Will trade it in spring for metal needles or salt. While Vera cooks, Yakov works on tools. His main knife is getting dull. Used it all summer and fall. Takes a piece of obsidian, chips it with controlled strikes, using an antler hammer. Each strike removes a tiny flake, sharpening the edge. Takes 1 hour to properly sharpen a knife. Has to do it every 10 days. The children wake up, hungry. Middle child, boy of 7, watches his father work, learning. Yakov shows him how to angle the hammer, where to strike. The boy tries, breaks off a chunk too big. Wrong. Try again. This time better. Good learning. Oldest child, girl of 11, helps her mother with cooking. Stirs the soup, adds dried berries, adds fat. The fat is crucial. Pure energy. They store fat in the cold corner. Stays solid. Lasts all winter. Every meal needs fat. Without fat, the cold wins. Youngest child, boy of 4, plays with carved wooden animals near the fire. His grandmother watches him. She's too old to work much, but can watch the little one, keep him away from the fire, tell him stories. Grandmother tells him about summer, when the sun stays up all day and night, when berries grow everywhere, when the river has fish jumping. The boy doesn't really remember. He was 3 last summer. For him, this cold and dark is normal life. He knows nothing else. Soup ready. Vera serves it in wooden bowls. Everyone eats. Hot liquid, feels good going down, warms from inside. The meat is tough. Chew thoroughly. The berries are tart. Balance the fat. The children eat fast, hungry. Yakov eats slowly, makes it last, enjoying the warmth. After eating, Yakov and the oldest boy go out again, need to get more firewood. Can't skip this. Fire is life. They go to the wood pile 20 meters from the shelter, dig through snow to reach the logs underneath. Load 4 logs each on a leather sled, drag it back. 8 logs total, will last 2 days at this temperature. Inside again, Yakov checks the shelter walls, looking for cracks where cold air might come in. Finds one small gap near the entrance, stuffs it with moss and mud, mixed with caribou hair. Hardens in the cold, seals perfectly. Can't have drafts. Drafts steal heat, faster than fire can make it. Afternoon work, repair the trap that broke. He carves a new trigger mechanism from bone. Takes 2 hours. Has to be precise. Too sensitive, and it triggers from wind. Too stiff, and the animal escapes. Tests it several times. Adjusts. Finally satisfied. Will install it tomorrow. Vera sues. Always sewing. Always repairing. The clothing takes constant damage from the cold and wear. She's patching a hole in Yakov's second layer. The fox fur. Uses sinew thread. Bone needle. 42 stitches to close a 10-centimeter tear. Every stitch must be tight. Gaps let cold in. The children play a learning game. Grandmother shows them different animal tracks carved in wood. They have to name the animal and say if it's dangerous or food. Wolf, dangerous. Hare, food. Bear, very dangerous. Ermine, food if you can catch it. Fox, fur for trading. Caribou, everything. Food and clothes and tools. They repeat until they know all 25 tracks by heart. Evening comes, already dark for hours, but now completely night. Yakov makes a final check outside, looks at the sky. Stars bright, no clouds. Will be even colder tonight, maybe -85. Checks the entrance is sealed tight. Adds extra logs to the fire. Tonight needs more heat. Dinner is dried fish again and frozen berries. The berries were picked last summer, frozen in leather bags. Still tastes good. Children eat, start getting sleepy. Vera puts them under the caribou hides, tucks them in tight. They curl together like puppies, body heat shared. Asleep in minutes. Grandmother goes to sleep too, in her own hide but next to the children, adds her warmth to theirs. Yakov and Vera stay up longer, maintaining the fire, preparing for tomorrow. He sharpens more tools. She sews more repairs. They don't talk much, no need. Been together 20 years, understand each other without words. Finally, they sleep. Yakov adds 3 logs to the fire. Big ones, should last until midnight. Then he'll wake up, add more. Every night, wake up twice to feed the fire. Has done this every night for 6 months. Will do it for 2 more months until spring. Miss one fire feeding. Everyone wakes up shivering. Dangerous. He lies down next to Vera under their own caribou hide. The shelter is quiet, only fire crackling, children breathing softly. Outside, wind starts, makes a sound like wolves howling. Inside, warm enough, safe enough, alive enough. One day, wake up. Fire, water, food, dress, traps, wolves, process, repair, teach, eat, wood, sew, sleep. Every single day for 8 months of winter. for 40 years of adult life, for 100 consecutive generations in this exact place. Same cold, same darkness, same wolves, same struggle. No grocery store, no thermostat, no ambulance. Only knowledge passed from grandmother to mother to daughter, father to son, with absolute precision. One mistake, one forgotten lesson, death. Today we complain if the heater takes time to warm up. They lived where thermometers freeze solid, where breath turns to snow, where wolves circle the home every night, and didn't just survive. They raised children who laughed and played, and grew old and told stories. They thrived,